Good morning. Welcome to First Jefferson Unitarian Universalist Church. My name is Roy Brake, and I am serving as your co-celebrant this morning. Whether you are a first-time guest or come here often, I am so glad to see all of you here today. As Unitarian Universalists, we are bound together not by any creed, but the promises we affirm together. All who find themselves in harmony with those promises are welcome here. We honor our Sunday worship hour, as well as our many activities and work at the other places in and around Fort Worth throughout the week. We hope your life is enriched by your participation in this church. We are so happy to have Sharon Herrera here today as our guest speaker. Sharon is a veteran of the United States Air Force, consultant and owner of ShareLink LLC, founder and executive director of LGBTQ Saves, and serves as a leader in the LGBTQ community of Tarrant County. Sharon also works closely with many organizations, universities, and school districts to help further education on LGBTQ issues. She is one of 12 Mujeres Poderosas, legacy of strong Latinos in Fort Worth. She also sits on the KERA-KXT Community Advisory Board, the Millwood Hospital LGBTQ Center Board, and the 1012 Leadership Coalition, which is a community collective to acquire the former KKK auditorium in Fort Worth and transform it into a center and museum for arts and community healing. Sharon lives in Fort Worth with her wife, Marcelle. Welcome, Sharon. We also welcome all of our visitors today. If you have not done so, please sign in at the visitors table located at the front door. When doing so, you may choose to place your name on our mailing list to receive our weekly email and monthly newsletter. We hope everyone will stay following the service and join us for refreshments and conversations in the library. Now we have some announcements for you at this time. First, today after church and the name change committee is holding an open meeting for all of who are interested in hearing about the possibility the church changing its name. This is especially for newcomers as well as returning members who may not be very familiar with this topic. We've been working on it most of the year and the possibility of a name change, and we're now getting ready to take our first vote about a change at our upcoming congregational meeting next month. Sandwiches and refreshments will be provided in the library prior to the meeting, which will begin here in the sanctuary at 12:30. Second, the planners are hard at work on our annual service auction. The date is set Saturday, November 13th, with a theme of enchantment under the sea. Get ready to have fun with a whole congregation. We'll be dressing up for a sock hop, so girls, dig out your poodle skirts and your bobby socks. Boys, roll up your cuffs on your jeans and wear that 50 styles leather jacket. There will be a dinner, drinks, both silent and live auctions, a quilt raffle, and lots of fun and fellowship, possibly a dance as well. Tickets for the event are now on sale. Donation forms are also available today, and raffle tickets are available as well. Thank you. Our call to worship today is from the Reverend Meg Barnhouse. We gather to worship, our hearts alive with hope that here we will be truly seen, that here we will be welcomed into the garden of this community, where the simple and the elegant, the fluted and the frilled, the shy and the dramatic complement one another and are treasured. May we know that here each contributes in their way to the beauty of the whole. Come, let us worship together all genders, sexualities, politics, clappers and non-clappers, progressive or conservative. May we root ourselves in the values of this faith: compassion and courage, transcendence, justice and transformation, peace and love. Please stand for our chalice lighting, opening hymn, and unison affirmation. We light our chalice flame for those who lived their lives in closets of shame, for those who furtively visited the bars where nobody knew your name, for the Stonewall riot and the fierce trans women who fought, for the plague which still takes far too many, too young, too soon. So many gone, so many never lived to see, out gay kids singing on TV, out gay people serving in the military, marriage equality, families formed by intention. We light our chalice flame for all these and for all our siblings of the rainbow, surviving, living life out in the open with pride. Our opening hymn today is Imagine by John Lennon. The words are found projected on the screens, and you are all welcome to sing along. Please remain standing for the reading of our affirmation. Love is the doctrine of this church. The quest of truth is our sacrament, and service is our prayer. To dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge and freedom, to serve others in community, to the end that all souls shall grow into harmony with creation. Thus we do covenant with one another.
Good morning. I didn't expect to get teary-eyed singing that song. Powerful song, so forgive me. Okay, my part is the story of ages. Here we go. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if we try. No hell below us, above us only sky. Yes, I chose this today. When they asked me to read a story to children, I wanted to read the lyrics again. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no country. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. No religion, too. Imagine all the people living in peace. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of humanity. Tweak that word a little bit. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I definitely know I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be and live as one. Powerful lyrics still ring true today. A dream MLK, Harvey Milk, and Gandhi had. I guess Jimmy was right when he said, when the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace. And I'm talking about Jimi Hendrix. It's 2021, and yet we're still here. Thank you.
For the gifts which we receive and the gifts which we ourselves are, may we be truly grateful. May we be committed to using these gifts to make a difference in the world, to increase love and justice, to decrease hatred and oppression, to expand beloved community to share and to keep sharing. Your contributions will benefit the missions of our church and also as an outreach to the larger community. Today's beneficiary of Share the Plate program and for the remainder of this quarter is Eastside Community Assistance, a neighborhood agency created to providing food, clothing, and other essential items to our neighbors in need. The offering will now be gratefully received. Will the ushers please come forward?
Song, Everything Possible. It was written by Fred Small. You can look it up on YouTube by lots of different choruses. Tim Seelig, who directed the Gay Men's Chorus, did a whole album, a CD, modern times, a CD of songs, and it's about a lullaby that everyone should sing to their children and to themselves every night. Everything possible. We have cleared off the table, the leftovers saved, washed the dishes and put them away. I have told you a story and tucked you in tight at the end of your knockabout day. When the moon sets its sail to carry you to sleep, see. I will sing you a song someone sang once to me. May it keep you good company. Oh, you can be anybody you want to be. You can love whomever you will. You can travel any country where your heart leads, and know that I will love you still. You can be by yourself, or you can gather friends around. You can choose one special one, but the only measure of your words and your deeds will be the love you leave behind when you're gone. Some girls grow up strong and bold. Some boys are quiet and kind. Some race on ahead, some follow behind. We all grow in our own space and time. Some women love women, and some men love men. Some raise children, and some never do. You can dream all the day, never reaching the end of everything possible for you. Don't be rattled by games, by taunts, by names, but seek out spirits true. If you give your friends the best part of yourself, they will give the same back to you. Oh, you can be anybody you want to be. You can love whomever you will. You can travel any country where your heart leads, and know that I will love you still. You can be by yourself, or you can gather friends around. You can choose one special one, but the only measure of your words and your deeds will be the love you leave behind when you're gone. Will be the love you leave behind when you're gone.
At any time during our service, you are welcome to come forward and light a candle in our meditation center here at the side of our chancel. We are reminded of the many people in the world who are burdened by sickness, hunger, and pain, by sorrow and anxiety, by violence and loss. We pause this morning to share our concern and care for these people, and also for those closer to home about whom we are concerned. One of our newer members, Adrienne Clay, organized a book cataloging event just yesterday, and some volunteers, I included, was able to accomplish cataloging 691 books for our library. It's an amazing little library thing. It allows you to see the cover of the book, and you can see our entire library, convenience of your own home. It's going to be great once it's all finished. There is another cataloging event day on November 9th, on Saturday. If you're good at data entry and you got a laptop, come and help. Christine Chapman's younger sister had major surgery yesterday after a stint in JPS. She is now in recovery and she is doing well. Yesterday, Christine's beloved Aunt Doris Cowley passed away in Sonoma, California at the age of 100 years, 5 months, and 18 days. May we all be as well. Did you know that today is Clergy Appreciation Day? We would all like to thank Rev Annie and know how much we appreciate her, especially today on her much-deserved day off. May the warmth of this community extend to all who are rejoicing or hurting. In our wider world, the stories that live in this community are cherished, even when unshared, as we keep one another in mind during this coming week. With gratitude and hope for centering yourselves, we now ask that you observe a moment of silent meditation.
Good morning again. Can I get an amen? Amen. Just kidding. I always wanted to do that. So, and this is my opportunity. Okay, again. My name is Sharon Herrera, or if you're from West Texas like I am, San Angelo, Texas, Sharon Herrera. And I am going to be 58 years old next Friday. So I don't mind sharing that. I never mind sharing my age because, hey, here I am, all right? My story, let's see. I'll start with September 2010. There was 8 to 9, possibly 10, and some that reported suicides in our nation. And it triggered a fear, a darkness, pain in me. I attempted suicide at the age of 16. Remember, I'm 58. So back in a small town called San Angelo, Texas, and there was no resources, no counselor, no teacher, no club, nothing that would reassure me that I was going to be okay. So I attempted suicide I was going to ingest, you guys heard of Drano? We didn't have any guns in the house that I knew of, or drugs. I didn't know about drugs back then. I knew, but I didn't really. There was Drano bottle, and there was a little skeleton sign on it. with the X on it. And I read, it was harmful, it was deadly. So that's how I chose to take my life. I always say a force stronger than myself, and I look up because I never know who's in my audiences when I'm doing my trainings. So placed my Aunt Margaret. She lived down the street, so how she ended up in the bathroom where I was about to ingest Drano, I don't know. But you guys know, right? Anyways, and she slapped the cup out of my hand, and she said 7 words. And those 7 words are the reason that I'm standing here today, able to share my story. Those 7 words were, I know, mija, you don't like boys. Okay? And it only takes one adult, one affirming adult, to save a child's life. And it still rings true today. This is my Aunt Margaret. That is me standing beside her. She calls me her little shadow because I followed her around the first 5 years of my life because she didn't get married till I was 5. And she is still alive and well. She is 79 years old, has just went through a open heart surgery, I believe, this summer, and she survived it, and all is good. So hopefully she'll be coming to visit us next week and stay with us for a week, and maybe you guys get to meet her. But anyway, I started this organization, again, because of the suicide that were happening around our nation and my own suicide. I started an organization called LGBTQ Saves in in 2010, in November. So I wanted to make sure, I wanted to gather a group of friends with me that would have the same, emotions, same belief that I had. I had the name for it. I just wanted some support. And we started this organization on a patio in the house that I used to live in. We used to fund it strictly money out of our pockets, money out of my friends' pockets, family, anybody I could get to donate a little bit of money toward this organization. The first event that we had for our youth was a prom, and it was at Celebration Church. They opened the doors for us, and we had 27 youth show up. Okay, 27. And us adults were in the background. We were all crying in the background because we never got that opportunity. So 27 youth, and they were having fun. They were being themselves and enjoying themselves. So that was our first event. Fast forward, here we are in COVID hit in 2020, right? We used to have one Thursday event a month. Now we're having every Thursday at 7 o'clock because we went virtual. Because of COVID, despite COVID, we are busting at the seams. We are now in Connecticut, Florida, Ohio, Washington State, and Michigan. We are in 5 different states. Those were not my intentions. My intentions were to be here locally, but because of COVID and going virtual, you are spreading our message of hope and of love. I also worked with, you guys familiar with Fairness Fort Worth here in the city and what happened at the Rainbow Lounge incident in the city of Fort Worth? And if you're not familiar, I suggest you find out about our history here in the city of Fort Worth. Stonewall riots happened many years ago. 40 years later to the date, the same thing happened here in the city of Fort Worth. And a coalition, a group of men got together and created what we call Fairness Fort Worth. Tom Annable, a dear mentor friend of mine who took his life 7 years ago, and David Henderson. Those 2 people were at my patio on the first meeting that we had for LGBTQ Saves. And I worked with them to help to change the policies at Fort Worth ISD as well. So we now have protections for LGBTQ staff and youth at Fort Worth ISD where I work. I've been with them 21 years now. So it's an incredible... Thank you. Yeah. Thank you. LGBTQ Saves, we serve ages from the age of 12 to 24, and we provide a lifeline chat through our Discord. And for our lifeline chat is the ages of 13 to 24. We provide, like I said, weekly meetings every Thursday of the month at 7 o'clock. They're virtual. We collaborate with organizations like Amon Carter, the Kimball Museum, that provide those resources for us, those virtual meetings, those trainings, everything that our youth need. When we make decisions, we ask our youth, what do they want? But like I said, I'm on this side of the fence, so I'm listening to our youth and what they want to see. They want to see security and safety on the internet. They want to have conversations about gender identity, non-binary, whatever the youth needs. We have a lot of social events. We always have our social events here, but because of COVID, we had to, again, remain virtual. We have quarterly dinners that we used to have here where our volunteers, our board members or ambassadors or families can come and gather and break bread. I see Teresa Flannery in the audience. She is one of our volunteers, or one of our many wonderful volunteers that has been helping with our quarterly dinners. We provide scholarships to our youth as well that are part of us, one to a high school student and one to a college student that's paying it forward. And I have 2 Charleston State students, the social work students, right in the front and center. So thank you for coming. Thank you. We used to have, our scholarships were $250 every time that we gave out a scholarship. We were giving out one a year. Now we're able to provide 2 $1,000 scholarships in June and 2 $1,000 scholarships in December. We also provide gender-affirming haircuts. We partner with Novak Hair Salon and Acute Salon, and we pay them, or they provide it free for us. A certain percentage, so our youth, everything is absolutely free for any of the youth that are part of our programs. We used to serve 20 to 25 youth, and now we're serving well over 100. So we are growing. We are growing. If any of you guys in the audience are grant writers, please see me after this, okay? We work closely with our trans youth to make sure they have access to gender expression shapewear. We also work with our parents. Are you guys familiar with PFLAG? 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 Yes. PFLAG. When we were having our first Thursday of the month meetings, our PFLAG meeting was going on, our youth group meeting was going on, and our board meeting was going on. So it was one big happy family. But because we went virtual, we decided to create our own virtual parent happy hour. And at the first one, we had maybe 10 or 12 parents come, and now we're 30 to 40 to 50, because parents are finding out about it, and they're all talking to one another to how to better support the youth that they have. So these parent virtual happy hours are very powerful. Are you guys familiar with the documentary Trans in Trumpland? Yes. If you have not seen it, please watch that. It's a powerful documentary, the best one that I've seen on our transgender community. The actor and the director of the film actually had time and spent time with our youth and also with our parents during these virtual meetings. So we were able to meet with them and collaborate with them. Everyone that volunteers for us, from the board to the ambassador to the staff to the volunteers, have to go through what we call the QPR training. We partner with the Jordan Elizabeth Harris Foundation that provides suicide prevention training which gives our team the confidence and competence to help someone at risk of suicide. It's just 1 hour training, and if you guys have not attended, I recommend that you do. It's a powerful training that the Jordan Elizabeth Foundation provides for us for free. And they provide Let's Taco Tuesday. So if you attend one of these sessions in person, you get to eat some tacos. I can't remember the name of the restaurant that they're having it now, but yes, it's Let's Talk About Taco Tuesday. So if you ever get the opportunity to go, you will enjoy a great presentation, learn how to save a life, and also enjoy some wonderful tacos. Okay, how many of you shop on Amazon line? Amazon period. Any hands? Raise your hands, please. If you go to Amazon and choose Amazon Smile and choose us as your charity, a certain percentage of that goes into our nonprofit. So just remember us, go to Amazon Smile and choose LGBTQ Saves as your charity. Also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and a very important, we just started a new YouTube channel, and there you can see all the testimonies and hear the stories of the youth that we've served and the families that we have helped. And at this time, I want to share a powerful video that I hope you can understand why I do what I do.
My name is Issa Jolie. My pronouns are they, them, and I want to say thank you, LGBTQ Saves, for all of the work that you have done in my life and in the lives of many other queer people just like me. I joined LGBTQ Saves around this time last year when I was made homeless for transitioning and for my gender identity. I came to LGBTQ Saves knowing that I would find people who accepted me wholly for who I am. I applied to the LGBTQ Saves scholarship, and I received it on behalf of LGBTQ Saves and the Stonewall Democrats. And I am immensely grateful. I came to Washington State to attend Western Washington University with almost nothing, with only what I could put into 3 suitcases and bring with me on the plane. The scholarship I received really helped me to become established in Washington, where I am now studying queer ecology, a very small but very exciting field. And I'm immensely grateful for the impact that LGBTQ Saves had on my life to continue my education, to continue my dream and my journey. And I would like to particularly thank Sharon for all of the work that she did with me behind the scenes as I applied for the scholarship and as I made change in my high school's GSA. I have now started a new queer organization at my college called the Queer Eco Justice Club, and I take such inspiration from LGBTQ Saves in their organization and the resources that they give to their volunteers and to the people who come to their meetings. So thank you so much. You've had such an impact on my life, and I'm greatly appreciative to all of the work that everyone does in this wonderful organization. Thank you.
That is Issa Jolie. Beautiful child that was made homeless after the parents kicked them out. I'm not, bless you, sir. I'm not a parent. I have never had children, but I serve some incredible kids, and they're still with us. A lot of them were started when they were 14 and 13. Now they're in their 20s paying it forward. But I am everyone's fairy gay mother. So that's what I was named by Alex, one of our first youth that we served, and I took it on. So I am everybody's fairy gay mother. Remember that when you see me, okay? Again, we always need volunteers to assist at events, participate in Lifeline Chat, raise money, mentor youth, moderate our Lifeline Chat, co-host meetings, perform administrative duties, everything and everything. We're a very small organization, but I know we're going to, the dream of mine is to have a resource center right here in the city of Fort Worth. We are the 12th largest city in the nation, and we do not have one. San Antonio has one, Houston has one, Dallas has one, Austin has one, but we do not. When our youth are homeless, we have to ship them over to Dallas, take them to Dallas because they provide shelter there in Dallas. We have organizations here, but there's a cutoff at the age of 17, or there's just for one night, and our homeless shelters are not safe for LGBTQ youth. So that is the ultimate goal for us, to have a resource center and collaborate with these places to ensure that our LGBTQ that are homeless have a safe space. So let's see, what else? Sorry, this is the first time I've done this with an audience at a church, so forgive me. Before I close, I want to leave you with one of my favorite quotes and 2 questions. And the quote is, "My life is my message." At this point in my life, like I told you, I'm going to be 58. I feel comfortable saying that my life is my message. So it's Gandhi. Okay, I love Gandhi. The questions. If your life were your message, what would people around you say about you? Okay? Given, hopefully, many successful and meaningful years ahead, what new or different message would your legacy include? Okay? Because I truly believe each of us are here to try to make this world a better place. And LGBTQ Saves is my gift, is what I do to make this world a better place, especially for our youth that are hurting. Like I said, we're still there. So thank you for today, and thank you for your patience, and thank you for listening. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Sharon, for a most uplifting and inspiring presentation. Will the congregation now rise and join in singing our closing hymn, number 1014, Standing on the Side of Love. we extinguish the chalice, here so that it might glow gently into our hearts. May it light your path as you leave this place. May it guide your way until we are together again. And as we leave today, may we know that we are kin with every soul, every star, every stone and leaf of grass. And may our words be gentle and our touch be kind. Blessed be. Go in peace.